Hi, my name is Charlotte. This is the first video that I'm doing for YouTube. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I will try to say what it was about, these short videos. So I'm cleaning my boots for our trip to South Island. We were planning to go to West Coast for 5 days. So at the time when I was cleaning my boots, I was thinking, I was still thinking that we are going to West Coast. So we were watching the weather all the time, and by the time that we were in the ferry, we realized, well, it doesn't look very good. So we had to come up with another plan. So we decided that our first stop would be Hamilton Springs because it was a reasonable drive, and we were really looking forward to go to the springs, of course. So we got in the car and we drove to Hamilton Springs, and when we arrived there it was like about 5 p.m. and we saw that the springs, the pools were open until 7 p.m., which was really a shame. So we had to quickly go to the car, prepare everything, and go to the pools and enjoy until 7 p.m. That evening, after the pools, we went to the Montes bar, which was amazing. We had an amazing dinner. So in the morning, it was really frosty. It was -4, and Lewis Pass is such a beautiful drive. If you are in New Zealand, I would really recommend to go to Lewis Pass and Arthur's Pass in South Island. It's truly unique. And I think there's only 3 ways to cross West Coast to East Coast in South Island. And this is the 2 favorites, like almost scenic way to cross. So it's Arthur's Pass and Lewis Pass. So we after we spent the night in Greymouth, we went down south to Hopkins Valley in Lake Ohio. We spent the first night in Monument Hut, which you can drive. You can drive to the hut, which is pretty cool. Very, very popular hut because of that. So this was on Monday, and we heard that on Saturday before was like 20 trucks there. So it's really, really popular. So here we are preparing all our stuff because we are close to the car. The car is with us there, and we are preparing everything for our tramping. So we are going further the valley and then turning to Huxley Valley and being really close to the divide. So the divide is between East Coast and West Coast, like a point close to both. And I was a little worried, as I don't know if you can see from my face. I was just like, the weather is not going to be great. And I knew that would be wet. And it was funny because I didn't have wet proof paints, and Daniel, before our trip, was like, you need a paint, a waterproof paint, and I was like, no, I'm okay, like I don't need that. And it ended up that would be really cool having the waterproof paints at the end. But anyway, I survived. So here we go to our first time in Huxley Valley, and as you can see, it was really, really wet, like really, really wet, and cold. I think it was like 3 degrees, and the rain is just like 3 hours, 4 hours, raining like non-stop. It was a really challenging tramping experience, this one, because I didn't have gloves, and I really shouldn't have gloves as well. My hands was really cold, like cold in a sense of painful, really painful cold, and my hands was double the size of what they are, and they were pink, and I thought that I was going to lose my hands. Like, of course not, but it felt that way. Like, it was really, really painful. So, and we had to cross the stream, which it was really scary. The water was really going down strong, I guess. And yeah, I got a little scared. But Daniel is my coach, and I wanted to go back, and he really put me down and say, no, let's do it. You can do it. So I did, and I'm really glad that I did. So I spent 2 nights in this hut in Huxley Forks, main Huxley Forks hut. We could not go in the next day when we arrived because it was too wet. We had to wait and see when it would improve. So the next morning we went back, and it's like, it was beautiful because it's like the rain stopped and started to snow, and for the first time I saw actually snowing. So it was a really good trip, and coming back home is so good. Like, after 7 days, I was ready to come home. For me, we will stay a little in the car for a little bit too long, and probably if we had more planes, like if we were more organized, would be a little better. But it is always good to go with the flow and see what happens, really. Like a tick tour. And yeah, I came home, and we came back, and I was surprised how our citrus trees were so full of fruits. And we thought, like, being in the winter, they would drop a few fruits, but they are holding really well. Well, I guess that is the 4th year. So they are more mature, but it is like great to come back home and to our trees, and yeah, it feels good. I hope you if you finish the video, I really appreciate, and thank you for being here and watching, and see you next time.